Hey guys, I'm back, and I do mean back. Back, back by high demand. Today I have another pop in your mouth dish. Today we're going to be making cream and mushroom chicken. Go ahead and grab you some black pepper, salt, garlic, whipping cream, mushrooms, onion, butter, thyme, and some chicken. I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands, and let's get started. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do is clean this chicken. I got a bowl of water, vinegar, and salt, and I'm going to let these chill out in here for about 20 minutes. Let them get clean. I'm going to go in and rub them in a few times, change the water, add some more, and then they'll be clean. Alright guys, so I have finished cleaning my chicken, and I've patted them completely dry. You want to make sure you get off all the excess water. You don't want it waterlogged. And then I'm going to go in with some olive oil, and I'm going to brush the top and the bottom outer skin with some oil. This will help it to not dry out and to keep it juicy. If you want, you can marinate your chicken in olive oil overnight, and this will definitely give it that nice juicy taste that we're looking for, because it will have time to have seeped into the chicken. And like I said, I'm going to do both sides of these. And then what I'm going to do is go in with my seasoning. And I'm going to show you the type of seasonings that I like to use. You can use poultry or chicken rub, but I'm going to show you what I like to do that gives it such an amazing flavor and taste, and even makes a good juice to throw on top of your rice if you choose to cook this with rice. So the seasoning I'm going to use is this McCormick bag in a season. Now I usually will bake this into the bag that they have here along with the seasoning. But for this, I just like the seasoning combination mixes that they put together for this McCormick. So I'm going to use it as my chicken rub or my chicken seasoning. Feel free to, if you don't have this, just grab you some ground black pepper, salt, garlic powder, a little paprika. Throw it all in there, maybe a sprinkle of cayenne, blend it together, and then throw it on. That's basically the whole combination of this. All right, so I've seasoned it with the McCormick. I'm going to go in with just a little bit of adobe. If you've been watching my channel, you know I love adobe, but it is a little bit salty. So I'm sprinkling it here in my hand so I can monitor how much I get on each chicken. Adobe has a lot of salt on it, so that's why I want to make sure I just put enough, because the McCormick seasoning also has a little salt in it, and we don't want salty chicken. So I'm going to just sprinkle both sides just to get that nice adobe taste that I love on all my food. Okay, the last ingredient that I'm going to go in with is some ground black pepper, and I'm going to sprinkle this on both sides as well. Monitor how much pepper you like depending on the spiciness. If you don't care for too much spice, make sure you don't put as much on there, okay guys? Monitor all these seasonings to your likings of how much you want, and like I said, you can also substitute for your own rub. Now we're going to go in and I have this tinfoil pan that I've wrapped in foil. And we're going to set our chicken in here. I know it looks small, but I think it's going to fit all my chicken in here. I only have about 5 pieces, so it's not too much. And then we're going to preheat our oven. Make sure your oven is preheated for about 375 degrees. You really don't want to go any lower than that, guys, else your chicken is going to take a very long time to cook. This should only take you about 45 minutes to an hour. Chicken does take a long time to cook thoroughly with. And you want to make sure that you kind of keep it in that window. You don't want your chicken to be cooking all day. Now, I'm also going to take some aluminum foil, and we're going to top off the top as well. Now, I'm going to top the top loosely. I don't want to, trap that steam in there. So we're going to put it on, but we're going to put it on loosely so that the air and the steam can get out. But you also want to get those juices and flavor to make sure that they stay and seep in and not dry out the chicken. So my oven is preheated. I'm going to toss this in center rack, 375 degrees for 45 to an hour. When it comes out, I'll let you guys know exactly how long it takes. Be back. Alright guys, so while our chicken is cooking, It's been about 30 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and make the sauce. Now I'm first gonna start out with 2 garlic cloves, and I'm going to mince these up really small and fine. I just want to get that fragrant going into my sauce. I don't necessarily want to bite into the garlic, so I'm definitely going to chop these up for a little bit. It's going to take some time because I want them very thin. Feel free, if you already have pre-diced minced garlic, go ahead and throw it in there, or you're more than welcome to use some garlic powder. Alright guys, so I've got this nice chopped finely, and next I'm going to go in with my I have a sweet Vidalian onion, and I'm just going to cut off maybe 1 or 2 slices, and I'm also going to dice these up very fine and thinly. Again, I don't want to bite into a big chunk of onion. I just simply want the onion taste. Now this is how small I wanted my onions. Now it's time to saute them on the grill. I'm first going to take my skillet and I'm going to get it very hot. Once it's hot, we're going to go in and add us about a tablespoon of butter. And then I'm also going to put in about a tablespoon of oil. The oil is just so that the butter doesn't burn on me while I'm putting in my garlic and onions. I'm going to first start off with the garlic. After the garlic, we're going to go in about 30 seconds to a minute, and then we're going to throw in our onion. If this is your first time to the party, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time the fun begins. Alright guys, we have got our onion sauteed down. Now we're going to go in and throw in our mushrooms, and I have some baby bella mushrooms here. I'm throwing in the whole package. I got a small package, so I'm throwing it all in. Mushrooms do shrink, so you want to make sure that you have a plenty for the amount of sauce that you want to prepare. I'm going to let these cook and saute a little bit. Once they shrink down to size, I'll be right back. Oh my God, guys, it smells amazing in here. If you decide to cook this dish, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. So I got our mushrooms sauteed down nice and brown. We're going to go in with about a cup and a half of heavy whipping cream. Now, heavy whipping cream is going to be the base of our sauce. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of thyme, and I have me some fresh thyme here. You can always substitute and use thyme powder instead. I'm going to put a couple leaves in here, and I'm going to bring this up to a boil. Once it starts to boil, we're going to turn down our oven to a simmer, so about to medium low to low, and we're going to let our heavy cream thicken up a little bit. As soon as it starts to boil, I'll be right back. It's starting to bubble up a little bit. I'm going to go in with some ground black pepper, and I'm also going to do a little bit of salt for taste. And we're going to stir that in so that we can get a nice flavor. Make sure you're seasoning your sauce, guys. You don't want a bland sauce, okay? Now, I'm going to let this continue to boil. Once it come up to a rolling boil, I'll be right back and I'll show you guys what that look like. Now, this is the rolling boil that you want to see. Now, this is optional, but I'm taking some cornstarch that I've whisked in some milk, and I'm adding it to my mushroom sauce. This is just going to thicken up the sauce a little bit. You never want to just throw raw flour or cornstarch in there, guys. It's going to definitely give it a different taste. And just like that, it has thickened up. It's starting to stick to my spatula, and it's lost its more loose texture. So I'm going to let this cook for about 1 or 2 more minutes. Then I'm going to go in, and you want to taste it, guys. Taste your food. Go in and see if it needs some more thyme. Does it need more salt or some pepper? You want to make sure you're trying your food. Once this cooks for 1 to 2 more minutes, I'm going to go and check on my chicken, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, the chicken is done. I put my thermometer, make sure I have that 165-degree internal temperature that we all need in each piece of these chicken. The mushroom sauce is nice and thick, and it's done. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this chicken and we're going to roll it into our sauce so that while the chicken is hot, the sauce is hot, it's going to seep inside our chicken and give us a nice creamy chicken. All right, guys, so our chicken took exactly 1 hour, and it's nice and cooked, and it was cooked on 375 degrees. Now, just like that, I'm going to take me a couple of pieces, and I'm just going to stir it and toss it around into this amazing sauce. My house smells amazing. I can't wait to dig in and try this with you guys. I'm going to take just 2 for right now. The other 3 I'm just going to let sit out just in case somebody else just want regular baked chicken. Feel free to leave out this cream and mushroom sauce if you want more of a healthy dinner. This requires cream, which definitely has fat in it, so it's not the healthiest, but definitely the baked chicken by itself is definitely healthy with a salad, some broccoli, or some corn. So feel free to do that, guys, as well. Look at that, guys. I know you guys are waiting for me to go ahead and dig my fork into this chicken and let you know how it tastes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making this and sharing this recipe with you guys. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. I hope you guys try this recipe. If you decide to make this recipe, let me know in the comment section how it turns out. This chicken is fork tender. It's cooked perfect. Look at the inside in there. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.